Hey guys, gals, friends, and pals, this is Paul Eastech's Twitch, and welcome to another episode of Saturday Game School, where we learn about a different game every Saturday of the year. Tonight I'm joined on mic by BrandyKatz.
Hey.
And Tyler.
Hello.
Plus we've got Human Brian.
Hello.
And I'm happy to be streaming Dragon Quest XI for the Nintendo Switch. It is the Switch version of Dragon Quest XI with some cool extra content. So now we're watching the rendered full motion video introduction. Quite lovely. There's also some beautiful music. I hope everybody can hear it. Played by the Tokyo Metropolitan Symphony Orchestra. I know, Tyler. I'm sorry.
It's very anime, as Adam would say.
What does that mean?
Anime.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, it's super anime.
So I don't love the hero's hairstyle.
Yeah, it's really terrible.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, that's for sure.
Bit of a Keanu Reeves thing going there.
Yeah, but he pulls it off even worse.
Hey, Royal Bob. We're only doing the first 90 minutes of the game, maybe even a little less, so, you don't have to worry about spoilering. It's just the beginning of the game, as we always do.
Yeah, and each game is like set in its own universe or whatever, isn't it? Like
Yes, that is true, although this one does...
1 through 10.
Yeah, you don't have to have played any of the other ones to enjoy this, but there are some little series connections, like some fan service type content, which of course we won't spoil.
Yes, the game is the same on other consoles.
Well, the graphics are lower, but no, there's exclusive content, Icky. We were actually just talking about how it has like a 2D mode and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, the main story and everything is the same, but there are some new things for this one.
Yeah, I heard it's quite improved, which is kind of annoying that they're not bringing it to the other versions, at least like the quality of life improvements and some of those things.
Yes, I agree. They really should have. And, there's people who still ask for it, but I don't think it's going to happen at this point.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it having exclusive content, but the things that like just improve the game itself really should be patched into the other versions.
Totally agreed.
They should.
And they could have just, like, sold an add-on for the rest of the content, like, just as an option. Like, one thing this has that the PS4 and Steam versions don't have is it has an orchestral soundtrack, and it has, I think, Japanese voice acting, which those versions may lack. Wow, the game just crashed. That's disappointing.
Always nice. That's good stuff.
Nintendo.
Quality.
You
Quality
guys.
content.
The game card could not be read. Please remove and insert it. Man, come on.
Oh,
God, this is obnoxious. Can I do that while the power's on?
yeah, you can. Just stop licking your carts, Paul.
I haven't messed with a physical Switch game before. This is the first one that I've interacted with.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because, it came with that Japanese one. Well, because I'm such a digital guy.
I suppose.
Hey, BX Latino, he came with that Japanese copy, but I had no reason to play it, so...
I hope he would not have gotten a fake copy of the game, buying it from Target.
Yeah. No, hopefully... Could my system be dirty inside? I don't think so, because I always keep it in a case, and it's not like I ever put a dirty game in it. Lick it.
You'll get an interesting surprise if you lick it.
Yeah, they have this like weird coating
they
that
are
makes it taste terrible.
Extremely bitter.
Hey, if the game keeps crashing on us, we might have to switch to Dragon Quest III, which would be a fun stream just to show off how much it's changed. Dragon Quest XI Switch, here we go. Create a new adventure log, yes. Some people like to always name their character Erdrick or whatever, because that's an important character from the series. But I just go with Eastech's. Sometimes I might be tempted to name my character Tyler, but not for a game I take so seriously.
Of course I would, Bob. If people tell me it tastes bad, I'm gonna lick it.
Check it out. We can pick between 3D and 2D mode right at the start.
Ooh, nice.
Here's the thing. You can't just switch on the fly. You do have to go to a church and switch, and it like rolls back your story progress slightly, which is awkward. But we'll start with 3D, because, 3D is where you get the voice acting and the flashy cinematics and stuff, so that'll look better on stream. Which language would we like our character voices to be in? English, but you do have the choice, which is great. Okay, you can invert vertical and horizontal movement, so Tyler would like that. Set of camera will move behind you when auto running. I guess we'll have that on, even though it's not the default. Confirm. Brightness looks fine to me. Actually, I like to...
Oh, that's kind of neat. You keep all your current levels in your gear when you switch between 2D and 3D, according to Wolfblade, but you can go grab all the chests again.
Ooh.
Okay, interesting.
That's clever. We might have to try that at some point.
Bit of cheating there, but...
I'd be interested in knowing how far you're going to get rolled back. That would be my concern. Oh, look, it's a weird, mysterious, transparent character walking around this bustling town. I know those guys are going to have some kind of significance to the game, but I think you don't find out about it until, like, the post-game. Which, by the way, the post-game in this is, like, apparently a good third or half of the game. It's huge.
Oh yeah, I started this game. I got it from GameStop and plugged it in because it was pre-owned to make sure it actually worked. I remember this part.
Oh, neat. But you haven't had a chance to really play it?
No, and then I sold it.
You sold it.
Traded it in.
Dang it, Tyler.
I don't remember.
What was the point?
Tyler just likes losing money.
No, it was super cheap. I made money on it.
Wow.
It was from
Tyler?
GameStop's buy two get two free sale on
Our
Christmas
Tyler
Day.
Nice.
And isn't it true that you'll do anything to make money, Tyler? Anything?
Dang straight. That's that's the point of life, right? Anything to make money.
That's why sometimes he starts the stream out with, with his butt hurting. He complains about that. I don't know what it means. There's some of that English voice acting. Yes, the character designs are done by Akira Toriyama, who also created Dragon Ball Z. And regular Dragon Ball. Look, that's our character, the baby. He's so cute, and he only has hair right at the front.
Looks like a Dragon Ball Z character.
We were just talking about that, Tyler. We're not going to skip the story.
By the by, if you want to take advantage of that Target deal, it ends tomorrow.
Nice, guys. So you can get this huge, amazing JRPG for $38. Buy it today is what you're saying, because tomorrow it will no longer be on?
No, it ends tomorrow at midnight.
Okay, good. Buy it before the end of the weekend. And again, you could also get the PlayStation 4 version for even cheaper if your store actually has it in stock. Oh, thanks, Wolfblade. That doesn't sound so bad. So, the baby's in trouble. This is actually basically the beginning of Willow, isn't it? Only without the big scary dogs.
I never saw Willow.
Oh, it's
Val Kilmer.
It's a real classic, Tyler. I mean, you might not love it the same way I love it, but I bet you'd enjoy it at least.
I love it.
But it does start out with people spiriting away a baby. And the one who spirits the baby away gets, just like this. They basically must have watched Willow. And the baby's floating down the river and everything.
It's Moses.
That's a good idea, Royal Bob. Somebody found the baby.
However did you survive? You're a jolly one.
Sounds like somebody's dancing upstairs.
Yeah, Royal... Exactly. I'm sorry for that, everybody. Even you can hear it through the mic. Yeah, I've asked
Yeah, just
for...
sort of like dunking.
It's obnoxious, and we're going to try to take care of it.
BX Latino.
That's cool with Irenia. Yeah, I mean, it's a good movie. It should have gotten sequels. The toys sold really badly, but the toys were terrible. Like, they were not articulated. They're all, like, still figures. And why would anybody want to buy those?
Silly.
Yeah, I just don't know why they did it that way. If they had released regular Star Wars type toys, because it was by Lucasfilm, they would have sold fine. So there's our hero. He's standing on a tree. There's a noticeable difference between the PlayStation 4's graphical quality and this, but it doesn't look terrible. Everything's just kind of aliasy. No, Icky, I haven't bought Ring Fit Adventure, but I am interested in it because I think that would be a fun way to work out. She's got kind of a British-ish accent. That would be cool with Irenia, but we'll see. It's just like that Beetlejuice sequel. They always try to get off the ground, but they've never been able to. By the time they make it...
They need to hurry up. Michael Keaton will be dead eventually.
Yeah, exactly. He'll be like 100 by the time they get around to it. I mean, Bill and Ted 3 is coming out this year, finally, and that's great, but it's been like
Jeez, what,
20 or
30
more years. Yeah, but I mean, they really have been trying to make it for years and years, and they just couldn't get it funded until now.
I know. It's ever since the resurgence of
Nostalgia.
Keanu's career.
Yeah, you're right, because
Yeah, that's
John Wick
true.
helped propel him back to stardom. And he's even going to be in The Matrix 4 somehow.
I don't believe that movie actually exists.
They already started filming it in San Francisco.
Dang it, Tyler.
Looks like Sandy's keen to leave. Come on, best not keep her waiting.
Her accent is delightful. I mean, it's probably an affected accent. It's probably not genuine, but...
A lot of these games they do the voiceovers in the UK.
Ah, that wouldn't be bad at all if so.
Yeah, a lot of these little niche. Well, not that Dragon Quest is niche, but a lot of these JRPGs they'll just go to the UK because people in the US don't care, and then they can just release it in the UK as well.
Ooh. So, what do you guys think of how it looks?
Doesn't look bad. PS4 version
Looks
looks a lot
alright.
better.
Yeah, I mean, PS4 and Steam versions are much prettier, but it's still not bad looking. It's good art style.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's that cell shaded art style.
Yeah,
It doesn't
his
look
hair
terrible.
is killing me. But besides that, it's fine.
Yeah, his hair looks stupid, but whatever.
So she told me I can rotate the camera, and she told me why it lets you look at the map, so I can see where I am.
Wow.
Yeah, I really like that too, Jesus Ninja. We will have to show that off, because I'm probably not going to stream this again, so... Just look at you, Eastex, my little boy, all grown up. Look after Gemma, you hear? I like that name, Gemma. There's a character with that name in the East series. Off you go now,
Gemma?
dude. Really? Oh, that's a good question. It's spelled Gemma, but who knows?
There's a Gemma in Sons of Anarchy, and I think it's
Ah.
spelled similarly. Let me
Could
look.
be.
It's
Dang it,
pronounced Gemma,
Chicago's.
according to
It's
Chicago.
pronounced Gemma. Darn it. Yeah, you're right, Sage. It is a bit murky looking. If you're unsure what to do next, press X and select Party Talk.
I believe this game runs at something ridiculously low as like 720p in docked mode and then like 540p in handheld mode. It's pretty low.
So Party Talk is a feature that's been with the Dragon Quest series since Part 4, where you can, after story things happen, you can just see what your party members think about it. And you don't have to do it. You could totally ignore it always, but it's good for flavor text. But the American DS version of Dragon Quest IV took out the Party Talk feature. So you couldn't enjoy that feature until the mobile version, which restored it.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really
Sounds
lame.
weird.
It's because apparently they were like running over, it was a deadline thing or a budget thing. It was one of the two, so they just decided to skip that. Because it's a lot of dialogue. Like, there's a lot of party talk if you choose to use it.
Leave it to Square Enix to cut corners when it comes to cost.
Especially back then. They have gotten better over the years. So, here we go. It's the doggy. Oh, he has an annoying coworker named Gemma. Well, I'm sorry to hear your coworker is annoying, Chicago. So we got this big
annoying
one.
coworker.
Sons of Anarchy, Gemma is played by Katie Seagal.
Oh, neat. From Married with Children and
Yes.
Futurama?
Related to Steven Seagal?
No.
Thankfully, no.
Yeah, because that guy's crazy.
Yes, he's awful.
He's apparently renounced his U.S. citizenship and
Yes, he's a
citizenship's like
Russia.
Malaysia?
No, in Russia.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
Russia,
he's like a total obvious traitor, and not
He is
like
whacked
Not
out.
like a 90% obvious or 95% obvious like, many of our top officials lately, but like just openly criticizing America and all that crap and praising Russia. He's like a propaganda tool. It's very, very strange path for an actor to take.
They're coming this
Monsters! Yay, we get to fight some slimes. Let's see how the battles look.
Slimes are so cool.
They are. I love them. For people who missed the pre-stream, I've got one right here, but this is a metal slime. Anyway, fight. Let's do it. You can pick which one you fight, and you also can walk around for some reason. I don't know what effect that has.
Interesting.
It actually looks like the battle mechanics from Quest 64 of all
Really?
games. Yeah, like when you fight people in Quest 64, you're put into this like octagon ring. And like to flee, you have to move yourself outside of the octagon, and you kind of can use movement and strategy a little bit. It's actually really cool.
It reminds me a bit of Tales games, except it's completely turn-based. And all Tales games since, oh god. Well, actually, since the first one have been full action. There's no turn-based at all.
Well, Dragon Quest is a series that really plays to its fan base and tradition. So they didn't make this one a full action RPG. You can move around, but it's still menu based. So that's what hardcore fans of the series want.
Well, whereas Final Fantasy has sort of splintered off to become more action-oriented RPGs, Dragon Quest has very much stuck to their traditionalist
horrible dingy
roots.
Yeah.
just our luck.
And in a way, that's cool. Like Final Fantasy reinvents the wheel every time, and you have entries that people just don't like, right? They'll be like, oh, 13 was so bad, and so on, But like with Dragon Quest, there aren't entries like that, because like there are some where they have little dips or raises in quality, but people generally like all of them. They all have something interesting to offer, like story-wise, but you're getting the same basic core gameplay.
Well, that's good. Well,
dog's
it's good
going
and
there.
bad. If this is the type of game you like, then, it's good.
Yes, and I do. For those of us who really love the series, it's pretty awesome. It's rewarding because you can just see how it evolves, but you're still getting that core experience. I got a pot lid. I think that's a shield. Let's equip that sucker.
It is.
Items.
But it's interesting how Square has sort of... They created a whole new development studio to create old school JRPGs. They created the Tokyo Game Factory.
Oh,
So that has put out things like I Am Setsuna, and it's
Octopath Traveler.
Octopath Traveler, I believe, was done by Tokyo RPG Factory. I'll have to look on that one, but I think it was. And
Because that one's pretty old school.
They also have another studio that's making the Bravely Default games, and they are very much old school Final Fantasy type games. So it's interesting
Nice.
to see what could have been.
Yeah, if they'd stuck that way.
Yep.
By the way, we're in a big, pretty cave now. It's full of water and stuff.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah, even on Switch, you'll want to stop and rotate the camera and look around sometimes. Okay, we've got slimes over there, but there's also something up here. Let's go see what's up here.
This is still not a terrible looking game.
Yeah, not at all. That's a good question, Wolfblade. I don't really know which weapons are on offer. I know boomerangs are cool because you can hit multiple enemies and whatnot. What's this over here? There's a sparkly thing. Let's go get the sparkle.
Ooh.
Tyler's mashing ice or something.
Sorry.
He's mixing himself a vodka martini.
Is that what you're having, Tyler?
No, I ordered something from eBay, and so I'm opening it.
I
And
thought
I'm
you only
drinking
liked wine
spiced rum.
coolers. Oh.
Wine coolers.
Ooh. No, he's even worse. He goes White Claw.
I think in the newsletter we said that he'd gotten addicted to wine coolers last week.
Only one step
attacks.
below White Claw.
If you see the orange icon above them, press A and you'll get a preemptive attack. Okay.
Those are some janky issues with your mic there, Paul.
Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, I heard it too, so it wasn't just on Brian's end.
Bummer.
Hopefully it's just Discord being stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I remember we had issues with Skype sometimes, but even Discord also acts up.
I have issues with Discord, but usually it's on my end, but I'm getting 3 bars on Discord. Like, so I should be able to hear you just fine.
I have full 3 bars as well. So.
Well, you guys in the audience, if I sound poorly to you, please let me know. I think maybe my bros on Discord are hearing me poorly, but that doesn't mean you guys are. The dog's leading the way.
It's almost like it's too aggressive a noise cancellation. Like echo cancellation. It's almost like it's too aggressive. It's like gating and ungating very quickly, so it's chopping the audio.
No, I'm not using my mic while peeing. Never mention that again, Bob Jones. Okay, Wolfblade wants me to try the Greatsword. So since Wolfblade is our Dragon Quest XI expert, as is, I believe, Thyrenia, but let's go ahead and try that action out. Equipment. So where did I get a Greatsword from? Cobblestone Greatsword. Attack goes up, parry chance goes up, defense and block chance go down. And he uses both hands. So it unequipped my shield. You didn't warn me about that, Wolfie. It's a big old sword. Oh, I forgot to push A preemptively. Those slimes are just so adorable. You know, everybody, if you're interested in getting a little taste of Dragon Quest, there is a free-to-play mobile game that just came out earlier this week called Dragon Quest of the Stars, which I've been hyping up a little since before it came out. And I mentioned that because, for one thing, it has lots of different slimes. Like, there's purple slimes called berry slimes, and there's the orange she slimes, and metal slimes, and there's probably other kinds too. But I had never seen the purple ones before. I thought they were neat. Ah, nice. It was Thyrenia's first PlayStation 4 completion.
Wow, that's pretty good.
There we go. Started out preemptively that time. Yeah, so Dragon Quest of the Stars, I'll just talk about it real quick since a lot of people may not know what it's like. Even before it came out, I didn't quite know what it was like. I was just excited that it was coming out. But again, it is free to play. They offer a $9 a month monthly subscription if you want, where you get a bunch of bonuses. You don't have to have it. And you can also, like, the game gives you premium currency at different milestones and for, like, playing multiplayer and things like that. So you can buy 2 weeks of the premium subscription just with the currency that the game gives you if you didn't want to spend any money, but you did want to get the benefits for a while. So that's a neat little option. But you're not going to be walking around exploring in 3D. Like, you pick locations from a map like many a free-to-play RPG. But you do get to see your character, like, walk around in 3D once you choose a location. And the battles are just like... I mean, they're a lot like these battles, but without the camera pans and stuff. But they're genuine Dragon Quest style battles, so I think they're a lot of fun. And it's got the, the real Akira Toriyama character designs. It's got the real music from the Dragon Quest series. These games always have great soundtracks. And it has real-time online multiplayer. So, for instance, I have played a bunch of missions with BrandyKatz, and I could do that with Thyrenia and Wolfblade too, since they play it. So it's still a free-to-play gacha type mobile RPG, and that kind of game is not for everybody, but I really like it. So if you like mobile type games, I recommend checking it out. Breaking jars. And you actually pick it up and throw it down, which is interesting.
Jeez, vandal.
For real. Can't walk in the water. That's too bad. The water looks good, though.
The water does look good.
Yeah, and I can open the map to look around the area. That's handy. Yes, and there is a perverted looking guy in a book in the mobile game Dragon Quest of the Stars. Yeah, and Royal Bob also has been playing it. You need to play more though, Royal Bob. Your progress is not so impressive. but we're on each other's friends list. And if anybody does start playing it and they want to be on my friends list, then make sure you just message me on Discord and I'll give you the info. A sparkly thing. What is it? Copper ore. So Tyler, what's the last JRPG that you actually played? Have you ever played through one?
Played Dragon Quest Builders. Does that count?
Well, it's part of this series. Really cool spin-off games. That's the thing, like they stick to the formula for the most part with the main series games, but there are spin-offs that have totally different gameplay. So
I played through all of Final Fantasy 15.
Ah, how'd you like that one? Not so much.
The first half was cool. The open world was really pretty cool, and then it got into this really awful second half.
That's a shame. Yeah, that game was really rushed, wasn't it? And they even had to release some of the story content as updates or free DLC.
I don't know if that would make sense based on what it was like. I mean, like, the first half was cool, and it even almost had like a monster hunting feel to some of the like side missions and stuff. You go out and find creatures and kill them and stuff. But the whole second half was pretty bad.
That's a shame. Did you ever try the multiplayer mode?
No. I don't even think it was out when I had it, because I bought it right at launch. Was it available at launch?
That's a good question. It may have been added post-launch. And they even sell the multiplayer mode separately now. Which, I wonder if anyone actually likes it enough to play it that way.
Yeah,
no, we gotta
I'm
save
sure
Cole.
It got out at launch.
Gotcha. So, Tyler, tell us a little bit about Builders.
So the first one's pretty fun. The second one is really easy and like really, it feels a lot like a kid's game in the main story mode. There is kind of like an open world where you can mess around and do more of your own thing, and it kind of just gives you, it like guides you a little bit without like telling you exactly what to do every step of the way. And that was okay, but I didn't really spend a lot of time with it because I didn't have the patience to get to the story mode.
That's too bad. Uh-oh, I'm real low on life.
And coming from like a game like Subnautica, which is like a really good blend of survival and like pointing you in the right direction without telling you what to do, like this was just kind of directional overload. Like it was just...
So it looks like I have to use spells because they keep dodging my attacks, so I'm going to use Frizz. There we go, that was what I needed to do. Yeah, thank you, Wolfblade. Sorry about that. I was listening to Tyler talk about Subnautica.
Yeah, let's talk more about Subnautica.
Subnautica is a great game, so yes.
Yes, it really was. I'm glad somebody suggested we stream that. Was it Simius?
Yeah, it was Simius, because I was talking about it nonstop at the time, so he mentioned it. But yeah, no, it's a pretty fantastic. It's a really, really good blend of survival without it being like feeling like overwhelming survival. Because I've played lots of survival games too, where it's too much for me. Like all I do is die, and I don't know how to start making progress.
Yes, and a lot of mechanics to have to manage just to stay alive.
Right.
I thought it'd be funny to jump out and surprise you. He sounds a bit goofy.
He's cross-eyed.
He's cross-eyed, so
yeah, he's
a bit
ridiculous
derp.
Don't be mean to Cole, Paul.
Oh, I'm sorry, Cole.
That dog looks cross-eyed too, though.
Oh, he's special, all right.
Maybe it's just the art style.
Whatever were you thinking? You could have been killed.
So, Brandy, you recently played through the very first Dragon Quest on Switch. What was that like?
It was awesome.
Sorry.
Somebody might have been pestering me to finish it faster.
Yeah, she was not making... I mean, you know, she would just play it very occasionally. But she did finish it. It's not that long, you know, the first one.
No, it's not.
You can beat it in one day easily if you know where to go or you look
Yeah,
at
I mean,
Dang, really?
one of the bigger challenges is the directional challenges of the game.
Definitely.
They also made the newer versions much simpler. Sorry.
I like figuring it out, not have to go look at a map online.
That's just how those old games did not give you enough guidance for a while, particularly part 1 and 2. Once they got to 3, it's much more intuitive.
A lot of those old games, you know, they included a bunch of stuff when you bought it, like
Oh, true.
the original Zelda for the NES. They included a giant map to help you, figure out where you're going. That's why the game doesn't have one. Because, they expected you to have the big map that was like 2 foot by 1 foot or whatever it was. It was huge.
Yeah, I had that. And I mean, I think I had a guide too. That's the only way, as a kid, I would ever get to the original Legend of Zelda. That's
It's a
really the
little
perfect
obtuse.
Yeah, it's a
definitely.
perfect example of a fun game that if you tried to do it completely blind, you really probably wouldn't have much fun with it. You could, you could like brute force it to the point where eventually you find everything, but that's really the only solution to a lot of, where certain dungeons are, where certain things are.
Yes, because you have to like burn a random bush, and there's no indicator of where to burn it and stuff like that.
Both the later half of the first quest and almost all of the second quest, the dungeons themselves are very well hidden.
Yeah.
I get to go around the edge here. So, really interesting world that this takes place in. Fun geometry to walk around, and there's climbing and stuff.
And
What's that, Brian?
Out there.
Oh, you were breaking up.
Yeah, you were breaking up. Oh, my connection dropped to 1 bar.
Ha! Wasn't my fault that time.
Interesting. But I have 400 megabits down. I gotta break.
It's probably Discord's fault, not your fault,
Oh, okay. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, you got real.
Hey, Simius, you made it.
Digitized.
We're glad to see you.
Stuttery there.
So just like real life.
Yeah, pretty much. After a couple drinks.
He's very well spoken.
My nickname is Max Headroom around here.
Hey, Lady Canuck.
Lady Canuck made it. I'm so glad. Eve and Aaron, you guys are down in Texas, aren't you? That's what I heard. They're from way up north, but they are, I believe, visiting Austin right now.
Yeah, it's Discord icky. It always does weird stuff like that.
Get him.
Who said a dirty word? Was it me? I probably did.
Agent Sage is jumping on Simius for some reason.
Okay.
It's funny though. Alright, so we have to go up here. This is like a coming of age ritual, isn't it? That we're taking part in. I'm sure Wolfie and Thyrenia can tell us.
About the weather. I was really looking forward to that view.
I like when it rains. I love rain. Just don't like driving in it very much ever since I had that wreck.
Driving in rain is fine as long as you got good tires.
Yeah, driving in rain is no issue. Try driving in snow.
Oh, believe me, I wouldn't like that either.
Snow's not that bad as long as you got good tires.
Driving in snow sucks.
Uh-oh. Something's happening.
Thank you.
Look.
Driving on ice is the difficult one.
That's not good. It's a rock. No, come on, Gemma. Yeah, R.I.P. Gemma.
It's the bad hair that saved you.
But what are we going to do about the bird?
He looks like one of those greasy grunge kids from the 90s.
He does. His hand's glowing. Nice. And it shot a beam of light into the sky. Is this like the bat signal? Whoa. The bat signal doesn't do that.
Certainly doesn't electrocute large vultures, no.
Yeah, he's got big bird repellent built right in.
We're alive. How? That great big flash of lightning. It was almost like you made it happen.
Almost like I made it happen. It was super effective. The symbol, it could be Chicago. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Wolfie will know. Yep, there's the mark. That makes him a hero of light or a warrior of light, or I don't know, like some kind of legendary hero. We can worry about that later.
You saved me yet again. I don't know what I'd do without you.
This girl is too needy. Do things for yourself. Why don't you save yourself every now and then?
Better be finishing up this ceremony.
When she's hanging off a cliff?
Did we talk about Birds of Prey last week? We saw Birds of Prey on Sunday, so I don't believe we talked about it on the stream.
It's hearth and home.
Wasn't here, don't know.
Yeah, that's quite a shame, isn't it,
Your voice
Brian?
up in prayer.
Yeah, well, I forgot. I was at the store.
Ugh. Well, we saw Birds of Prey. I really liked it. It is a fun, propulsive movie. It gets Harley Quinn's character just right. You know, she's kind of a Deadpool-like anti-hero character. And there's very good action. It's super stylish. Like, it's just a really, really fun movie. The Ewan McGregor as the bad guy, he's like threatening but kind of charming at the same time. And the only thing I didn't especially love is that some of this, it's called Birds of Prey, so it's about a team of characters, right? But the other characters besides Harley are not very well developed. Like, they're there, but you don't get to know them.
It just goes on and on and on.
But anyway, if anyone hasn't seen that movie yet, it didn't do super well in the theater. You really should go out and see it before it leaves the theater. And our theater calls it Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey. Like, they actually changed the title at AMC
Yeah, a lot
theaters.
of theaters changed the name to...
Yeah, because a lot of people didn't understand, didn't understand it was a movie about Harley Quinn.
Should we head down and tell Grandad and everyone?
And we talked about that on stream before. Like, Tyler and I both agree that the name change is for the best, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, it's definitely for the best. Whoever named the movie really screwed that up.
The darker player isn't here.
Where'd Darker Player go?
She is. She's
Yeah,
here
I saw her.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
I've not seen her speak.
Look at that beautiful view.
I told her to stop being political.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
She's pouting now. Darker Player is very politically minded, which I can't blame her for that.
Well, I mean, I can't blame her
Fine,
for
it
it,
just
but,
doesn't
there's a
belong
place
here.
in the Discord for
Yeah,
that
there is a
argument.
right place and a right time for things. We make our way back to the bottom of the tour. Nice, Bob Jones. You'll have to let us know what you think.
Did you know they're making a new Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
which is not encouraging in and of itself, but it's from a different writer and director, so... In fact, it's from James Gunn, who made the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, which are quite good.
Yeah, which he's
Yeah.
very, very good. He wrote and directed all... Well, he's going to do all three once the third one comes out, Guardians.
Yeah,
Remember
which is
when he got in
awesome.
trouble for being racist and sexist for a while?
Oh, God,
but now
yes,
he's
it
forgiven?
was...
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, he deserved to be forgiven. It wasn't like he was actively doing that. He, made, really dumb jokes 10 years ago or 11 years ago now. Like, it was super far in the past, and he had already publicly apologized for it. And, he actually seems to have grown in person. It's not like when your, typical conservative guy, like Rush Limbaugh or somebody, apologizes for something they just did, and then they're going to keep on doing it. It's not like that at all.
Yeah, your green screen's a little jacked up there, Paul.
I can see
My bad.
background.
Whoops. Yeah, I mean, it'd be better if I could reposition my camera a little bit. If my monitors weren't up so high, it'd be easier.
Well,
to
what
keep
you can
track
do
of
is
everything.
put a little border around your camera, and then that way we wouldn't see the little edges.
Don't make me stab you. I will drive to Salt Lake City to stab you.
Tyler, the battle to get rid of the border was hard fought.
That got dark quick.
Goodness.
And I know what Tyler looks like, so...
What he didn't say, but is strangely true, is that he knows what Tyler looks like naked. Let's not ask.
Well,
It's like there aren't a lot of people who've seen Tyler who don't know that, unfortunately, due to
What
his
happens in Salt
propensity.
Lake City stays in Salt Lake City?
Maybe so.
We're back safe and sound, Grandad.
Get a couple of 2% beers in him, and he just gets real wild.
Thank the spirits for that.
Simeon says
Don't
it
make
looks
me-
like...
Don't make me laugh when I have a mouthful of water, jeez.
Oh. Simeon says that Tyler looks like a Ken doll.
I wish I looked like a Ken doll.
No comment.
That's true. Ken is quite built, at
That's
least
right.
above the waist.
Yeah, he's missing a few features, though.
A few important things. Poor Barbie.
She's also missing some important things, too, so... They're made for
Yeah,
each
but,
other.
you know,
It was wonderful.
what she lacks in one area, she could make up for in another area.
And the sunlight playing on the
By which, of course, I mean her personality.
I've never seen anything like it in my life.
Yeah, Darker Player has been playing some Bard's Tale, Link 1207 points out. Isn't that on Game Pass or something?
It's not
You know
like
what-
a
I think it was, yeah.
thing.
Yeah, it's some kind of dungeon RPG.
It's a really old one. The original Bard's Tale was for, like, 1980s PCs or something.
Yeah.
There've been some sequels over the years. Like the original Xbox had a sequel. I think it was the original Xbox.
Yep.
And then recently on the Bone and probably PS4 and Steam and whatnot, there's a newer one.
Mm-hmm. And I think they're making a new one, Bard's Tale 5.
All right.
I'm gonna see what Velvet is up to. I'll be right back.
Oh, jeez.
Is that the
Tyler and
Korean
his
girl?
weird obsessions.
What's this door? It won't open. It's locked tight.
Well, her
Okay.
Instagram's interesting. Does she have a Twitch? I'll watch her instead of Velvet.
I think she actually does have one. I could be wrong, but like she has some paid things like a Patreon and whatnot.
Yeah, I saw that.
And yeah, that's where you would get the truly interesting content. But again, we're not encouraging people to check that out.
She has OnlyFans too.
Yeah, which is like the
I see.
Oh, is that a well-known thing? I had never heard of it
Oh,
before.
yes. It's a well-known thing in the internet.
I mean, it depends on how
Oh, I found a book.
active you are in the.
Okay,
divorce.
it depends on how deep you get into the weird parts of the internet.
Okay, well, we don't have to explain it. So I'm reading a book about horses. It's encouraging you to get a horse,
Where
which
is
I think you do
Scott?
get in
What
this
is Scott, Icky?
game. Yeah. Anomaly Defender.
Scott
Oh,
365.
yeah, dang it. Let's save it if nobody goes for it. We do have another game which might be more appealing to like fans of this kind of game. We're also giving away a visual novel / RPG, unless he already gave it out. Is that the one that Link won? It might be.
Mm-hmm.
Man, the problem with the town being in 3D and having all this elevation and stuff is like I find the geography kind of confusing.
Can you jump?
Yeah, you can. I didn't realize that. But ooh, I'm jumping. I look a little silly while I do it.
Yeah, it's just like a straight up jump.
Whee! Checking out buildings and whatnot. I mean, I want to move things along, but I don't want to miss too much. Bunch of pumpkins, and they have physics. You can knock them over and break them. That's cool. Just looking for items. Give me items. There we go. Is this the character's mom? Apparently so. Which code? Icky, I didn't remove it from the sheet. You didn't remove it. If you take a code and put it as a weekly prize, then you need to take it off of the main sheet. And I've noticed a couple times that you didn't, mister.
Yeah, Icky. What do we pay you for?
We got attacked by a monster at the top.
That's pretty icky of you, Icky.
She
Okay,
has
well-
cross-eyed too. Why does every character in this game? Why is every character in this game cross-eyed?
It's just the art style.
Toriyama is a weirdo who draws his characters cross-eyed.
Icky, give him Soul Gambler, okay? Soul Gambler is also a visual novel.
These eyes are amazing. I can't believe I'm just noticing this now.
Did you hear me,
They all
Icky?
have
Would you send
lazy
him Soul
eyes,
Gambler?
Lightning flying about the place. Goodness me.
That does look like a Zelda symbol. Someone mentioned that earlier.
Here I was hoping he'd turn out.
Yeah, people get the different Dragon Quest symbols tattooed on them sometimes.
That's a smart choice.
I mean, they're just pretty symbols, you know. It's like it's a kind of nerdy tattoo you can get, and nobody's gonna hold it against you.
I suppose.
Here. This belongs to you.
I was gonna say something, but it's political in nature, so I'll keep it to myself.
Your grandfather asked me to give you it once you'd come of age and climbed the tour.
Uh-oh. What's she gonna give him? Oh, it's the proof that he's only adopted.
There's something I've been keeping a secret all these years. Something I've never told another soul in the village.
Hey, thank you, Icky.
Why are you peeing into a cup, Paul?
That's my new way to avoid stepping away from the stream. That's not right.
Paul's doing the trucker special there.
Well, how does she know he's the reincarnation of the Luminary?
Maybe
Was
he
there,
came
like, a
with
note in
piece
his-
of paper pinned to him. Yeah.
It could be his baby, his bassinet or whatever it's called.
Grandfather said you had a special destiny and that there was something you had to do. He said that when you came of age,
Speaking of grandparents, yesterday was my departed grandmother's birthday.
Aw, that's
Yeah,
sad.
miss her.
My grandpa, my grandpa's birthday is 2 days after. Well, it was 2 days after mine.
Which month is yours in? Isn't it November or something?
October.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, oh god, he died 15 years ago now. Been a
Suddenly, or
while. No, he had lung cancer from smoking unfiltered cigarettes for 60 years.
that's not so
Whoops.
good.
Bad choice.
My grandmother got liver cancer, even though she did
Oh,
not
wow.
drink alcohol at all. She just had the bad luck of getting it.
She could have got hepatitis back when she was younger because they didn't vaccinate
Oh.
people for it. So that'll give you liver cancer too.
Yeah, you're right. Who knows?
Yep.
But-
Especially if she didn't get it treated for years because she might not have known she had it.
I think my grandfather had died like somewhere between like how many years before? He died 4 years before, and she really did. I mean, like, she was so loyal. Like, she did not want to be around without him. So, like, she did like nothing to try to save herself. You know, it was
That's
a shame.
sad.
Yeah, but she was in a lot of pain towards the end, and yeah, she would get treatment at that point. But she could have gotten treatment so much earlier and might have done better.
Well, I mean,
And like, I knew she was sad, but I didn't know how sad. And then like after she died, my aunt was reading out of her diary, you know, and it was just like heartbreaking.
yeesh.
So sorry to be depressing, everybody. Anyway,
Way to bring it down, Paul.
Yeah, geez, Paul.
you know, it's
I'll bring,
just
I'll bring it back up. Did you guys stock up for coronavirus?
yeah, dude. You can get Corona super cheap right now, so I bought a ton of
Well,
bottles.
you gotta get like toilet paper and cereal and water, bottled water, and all that
I
stuff
live in
is flying off the shelves.
I live in a hurricane zone. I already have all that stuff.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a good? I don't know. Like, there is legitimate danger of things getting certainly worse than they ever have before because our country does not have a proper. What's the word for like a pandemic response team?
They don't have
Currently-
a task force for it.
Yeah, we normally would have those things. However, and again, we don't like to get political, but there is someone dismantling the different, top groups of the government or whatever you say that, organizations or whatever. So yeah, so that particular team, gotten rid of, and then you hand control of the response to a drooling idiot, and by which I mean the VP.
That is an apt
And
description
that's-
of him. Yeah.
Yes, and that's what we've got. So, like, by having all the worst people in charge of all the top governmental positions, you can make sure that things go really sour, and that's where we are, unfortunately.
Well, yeah, I would recommend buying at least 2 years worth of toilet paper.
Are you serious?
Yes.
You're not serious.
I'm
I actually
serious.
just got back from Costco, so
You're
I'm
being
good.
facetious, Tyler.
At least 2 years. What are you gonna wipe with if you don't have 2 years worth of toilet paper on hand?
I got
Tissues,
wet wipes.
paper towels, wet wipes. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Nice emojis. Hey, Tech Guy, glad to see you.
I recommend at least 3 years worth of protein bars.
Oh, we can't even get in the church.
Because catching the flu is so dangerous.
But
I had
isn't
it
this
earlier
virus
this year.
much worse than the flu?
No, it's not even. I mean,
No, it's
not
about the
as bad
same.
as the
It's
flu.
it's actually worse, but less people have gotten it because it has a 2 to 4% kill rate versus 0.5 for the flu.
Oh, okay. Huh.
But its actual transmission is about that than the flu.
Yep.
One person is expected to infect 2.4 other people.
I got my scarf stuck in it all those years ago.
Then they infect
Yeah, that-
2.4 of their friends, and they infect 2.4 of their friends, and so on and so on. And so on.
And the thing is, we don't really have a cure for the flu. We have antibiotics, but it's not like you can go to the doctor. and take
Antibiotics
your
will not help you with the flu.
flu
Yeah, all they can do,
cured.
they can just alleviate your symptoms, right? If you get the
Right,
flu.
and so I mean,
Nope.
it's not like there's
They
been
won't do anything for you.
a solution for it.
The only thing that'll help you with the flu is getting a flu shot beforehand.
Yeah.
Which, now that I'm a teacher, I always do.
I am required to get one by my work, so
I'm not required, but I still get it because it's free every year. So
yeah, it's free for me
Heck
too.
yeah.
And I think the ladies revel in stabbing me in the arm.
Once upon a time,
It's free, and I had the flu for 27 hours.
Oh yeah,
That was it.
yeah. She got diagnosed with it. It was like very quick. And another one of our friends at work, another teacher who's older, so lower immune system, she got it like real bad for several days, even though she'd been immunized.
Well, it would have been probably much worse had she not.
That's his
I could see
son,
that.
right there.
Aw. Must be lucky, tech guy. You don't interact with a lot of people, because I mean, anybody could get the flu.
How can you be the
Yeah.
You know,
work
you
at
could
a-
say I've never had an STD, and then you know
get it?
Sure, you haven't, Paul.
you love a dirty person, and boom, all of a sudden you're all STD'd up. Turns you weren't immune after all. Not that someone who has STDs is dirty. I just mean this particular person is dirty. So you shouldn't have gone that way. Should
Really,
have stayed
really
away.
walking yourself into that corner there, Paul.
No, I'm just saying I'm calling this hypothetical person a dirty person, but not because of their STD.
Old friend.
You know, they've got like a bad meth habit and all kinds of things. Stay away. There were so many
Bad
warning
meth
signs,
habits.
tech guy.
Stay away from bad meth habits.
Yes, I recommend that.
I have a child now, so they're little petri dishes. I've been sick on and off since Thanksgiving, so
Well, I'm sorry that.
I am currently taking antibiotics for a sinus infection.
Oh.
Again, it's like the fourth one.
I get a lot of those too, just from being a teacher. You know, so many kids.
Yeah, I work in a college, so a lot of
We're all
kids
dressed up
that
for
don't
adventure.
take care of themselves.
Well, just look at you. You don't scrub up too bad, you know.
Was our character dressed this way before? It feels like he changed clothes, but I'm actually.
I don't think so. I think he was dressed pretty much like this. He might have some more bags.
Upstanding.
That's probably what it is.
The pride of the village.
Oh, there you go, tech guy. You no kids, no wife, no girlfriend. You don't interact with people.
That helps. You'll notice he didn't mention boyfriends.
Well, I mean, you know.
We don't blame you.
Oh, by the way, I popped a little money I'd saved for a rainy day in your
Oh, she gave me some money.
spend it all at once.
We're about to set out
Stole
for
money
adventure.
from her, you dirty thief.
I'll be right back.
Ahead of your door. But
Miss you, Tyler.
the
I don't
village
miss
is
him.
turning out to wave you
Wow, savage. Yeah, if that guy lives in Canada, he doesn't need health
Oh.
insurance. He's covered.
Yeah, must be nice.
No boyfriends. I mean, you know. Yet.
Yeah, maybe you just haven't met the right person. We're just kidding, Tech Guy. Don't worry. Didn't I already check
And
in
wait
there?
until the old lady leaves till you smash all her pottery.
I know. I just start smashing her
God,
stuff.
you're so mean.
Sorry, adopted mom. Did I already go up there? I did, right? Can I break these? Nope, can't break those. I don't like how there's some jars you can break and some that you can't. Like, every jar
think-
should be breakable.
I think the ones you can break all look the same.
You're right, they do. I'm just saying, like, as far as world building and, like, reality goes, make every jar breakable.
Yeah.
It's like having invisible walls and stuff. There's an important journey you have to make, and you, just a youngster. Before you head off, make sure you visit the shop. Down the slope and across the river. Okay, let's go do that.
All the Japanese games have the same trope. Is the youngster going off on an adventure, and it's actually a thing in Japanese society where they like give their 4 and 5-year-olds money and send them down to the corner store to go get something, like with a list.
Little practice things to help them prepare for...
Yeah, it's totally a thing in Japanese society where they expect kids to be
You could
very
pet the horse.
very self-sufficient.
And that's
I'm
where
back.
Pokemon comes from. Hey, Tyler, good to see you.
Yeah,
Alright, where's
exactly.
the shop I'm
Pokemon's
supposed
a
to
big
go
thing
to?
about that too.
Wait, that's probably the shop. Yeah, I do remember it had bad loading times, Jono. Why do you mention that? Alright, so I'm going to the shop. We're almost to where we could explore the open world and stuff. What am I supposed to buy? I've already got... I don't need a stick. Ooh, I don't have any bandana. Wayfarer's clothes. How much money do I have? 182, so I can afford better outfit. Let's do that. Who's going to be carrying it? Equip it now? Yes. It's convenient that it lets you equip it right off the bat. A bandana, 45 gold. Yeah, let's do it. 1 extra defense. Okay, what about herbs? I've got 4. Is that going to be enough? I'm going to buy 2 more just to be safe. Don't want to run out of herbs. Alright, let's get out of here. Awarded for collecting 10 different types of item. Oh yeah, this has like in-game achievements on any platform. It's got these in-game ones you can do. They're just for like completionists. Obviously PlayStation 4 and Steam have real trophies and achievements also on top of those. Where do I go to save? Do I have to go to the church? There's the church anyway. Let's go there. Congratulations, Jono. And what are you playing it on? Is this Xbox or? It can't be Xbox. It's got to be a PC thing, right? Yes, so you can go and do confession to save, and here's where I can switch to 2D mode. Should I do that now, or should we go out in the open world first and then do it? Boys.
Your choice, I don't know. If you're gonna switch now.
Okay, let's do it.
Because you only got 15 left, so...
Yeah, although we could go a few minutes over because we start late, but very well. Alright, let's switch to 2D mode and see what that's like. You may also return to any point in your adventure thus far. Do you wish to proceed? Let's do it! Creating a new save in case I can't easily go back. Yeah, does Ark Survival Evolved have easy achievements?
Doubt it.
That game is crazy hard.
There's some games where you can like cheat your way through the achievements real easily.
That's an example of a game that's like you really have to be into the survival genre to want to play it. Like it's not as welcoming as something like Subnautica.
Oh yeah, definitely not. I wish they would make just a pure action game set in that world because the dinosaur stuff is wonderful, but like don't make me do the survival crap. And also maybe run at a better resolution and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's also a lot of those survival games run really poorly.
Yeah, I wonder why. So we're switching to 2D mode. We've still got the 3D opening movie for some reason. Hold Y to skip. Let's skip that.
You switch to 2D and it like started a game over, or you have to like reload the game up in
it rolls
2D?
you back. It rolls you back to a story checkpoint. In this case, it is the dang beginning of the game. But it was Brian's idea to do this, so we're doing it.
Wow, that's a bit harsh.
Yeah, why would you ever swap between if it's going to be like that?
Well, Wolfie explained you can exploit and get more items and stuff because they're rolling back. You can get extra items and then roll and then switch back, and you'll have extra stuff. So check out how the game looks in 2D mode.
I like 3D better.
2D's not bad though. It looks like a low-end 16-bit game.
We don't have to look at his bad hair.
Well, I don't know. It's still kind of goofy.
No one's cross-eyed anymore. Well, I guess they kind of still are.
You guess.
You can see through the dots in their eyes?
So this is what if you preferred old school JRPGs and such, you could play it like this and just have a whole different experience. But this is cool because you could, it's like getting 2 games in one. You could play through it in 3D first, which is what a lot of people recommend, and then switch to 2D. And again, it's like so different looking and feeling.
I figured you'd do the opposite.
You could do it the opposite way. I think because the story, people think it's best to experience it in 3D with the voice acting and stuff, so it has maximum impact.
Yeah, it's hard to think that you'd pay like $40 to play a game that looks like this.
But it's a nice thing to have on top of
exactly.
You can't even get behind this stone and get an extra item like you can. So like some of the actual gameplay stuff is different. And there's mechanics that work differently in 2D mode. Like the mechanics are slightly unfriendlier, apparently. I forget what, but they detailed them all before it came out. Yeah, that'd be crazy, Wolfie. Look at those cute little slimes. 2D slimes. They're adorable. They're still adorable no matter what you do to them.
Monsters.
Yep. They're coming this way. Let's see how the battles look. Hey, look at that. You can't even see our characters.
Oh yeah, like the original.
Yes, it really looks just
Very
like...
much like the original.
Yeah. Slime B is assessing the situation.
I'm glad he's assessing.
I hope our audience doesn't mind us showing the game like this.
They're pretty angry.
Yeah, they seem pretty fuming there.
Dang it, guys,
I think
calm down.
Most of them went to go watch Velvet.
Tyler, there's got to be better people to watch.
Nah.
He's a single man. I mean, what do you expect?
That's true. Well, yeah, I mean, there is something about Asian girls. I do understand that. Rabble. Sorry, Sivius. I got a medicinal herb out of the treasure chest. But this is seriously a sweet way to see the game come to life. From now on, every 3D game should have an optional 2D mode. Dang it, Sivius! Don't worry about Velvet, okay?
You can go there in 10 minutes.
Should we raid her again after the stream ends?
No, she's offline.
Aw. I mean, good. Forget that girl. She probably got all wrinkled up from the hot tub again.
She was in the hot tub on the stream.
Aha. Was anything interesting happening while she was in there?
No. Boring.
Just sitting there?
I heard the deep disappointment in Tyler's voice.
It's like, no, not this time.
Like, no.
These guys are weird. What are they called? Needlers?
Like
The
from the
weapon
Halo
from
game?
Yeah. Or isn't that the name of the little alien guy in Futurama? The little alien guy who actually can talk and
Nibbler.
stuff?
That's
Oh.
Nibbler, yeah.
Nibbler, my bad. Yeah, I should have known that. So you can choose which group of enemies you attack, but like if there's a group of enemies in 2D mode, you can't select which individual enemy you attack, because you couldn't do that in the old 2D Dragon Quest games. Nibbler, my bad. I'm such a Futurama fan, but I haven't watched it in a couple of years.
And then
Oh my
Nibblers
God.
are from Harry Potter, Fantastic Beasts, or whatever.
Yeah, Nifflers are they look like moles, but they're like obsessed with
long
shiny
red
things.
noses, yeah.
They're raccoons.
So Tyler, you've actually watched Fantastic Beasts?
Yes.
Nope, I just have mystery minis of it.
Uh,
I'm up to date on many lines I don't go.
The first one was okay. I haven't seen the second one. They're supposed to be making like 5 of them.
Tyler
It's
probably...
good, I like them.
He accidentally got into Fantastic Beasts. He thought it was Fantastic Beats. You know, he's like, I like beats. Yeah.
Well, I like weird monster creatures. So I have like what's it called, a basilisk from Harry Potter or something. It's like a snake thing, and then I have some different
Yeah.
things and
A
stuff.
basilisk is a very common mythical
True.
creature.
But also found in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, which was not a good movie.
No. But the bad acting is fun to look sometimes.
Yeah, the whole movie is just Ron Weasley doing his Macaulay Culkin Home Alone face. You know, it's like just... I actually came to hate him after that movie.
Wait, who?
The character Ron Weasley.
Oh, the redhead.
Yes. And it's all... The whole movie, it's all he does is make awful, like, scared expressions. He's useless, too.
I watched
Hey,
Inside
Rainier.
Out for the first time.
Oh, I haven't seen that. Was it good?
Yeah, it's good. It's one of my favorite. Well, one of my more top tier of Pixar movies for me.
Neat.
Which one?
Inside Out.
Oh, that movie's great. I love that movie.
Yeah, it's really funny, really clever, really cute.
Yeah, at least there's that tech guy, but a lot of people feel that he shouldn't have. Not that I ever actually read the last books or saw the last movies.
There's a
Ron got
mobile.
Hermione.
There's a
That's
mobile
the real
game
reason
for,
Paul doesn't like him.
Is that a spoiler?
Spoiler for movies that came out 15 years ago.
Shh.
There's a mobile game for Inside Out. It's a lot of fun. It's like a bubble kind of.
Really?
Yeah, it's really fun.
I should check that out. That's cool.
Yeah,
The
that
voice
sounds
acting,
interesting.
they did a really good job with, like, I like the voice actors that they got for the different characters and
Yes,
stuff.
they were all very good.
I played it with my daughter.
And there's, like, I mean, there's a couple from The Office, but, like, they're not all mega stars, which kind of worked out well.
Not always, but you still have like your Lewis Blacks and people like that.
Right. Well, I mean, besides Amy Poehler, I would say they're all kind of like B or C tier. You know, not in a bad way, but they weren't. Like, the new Onward has Spider-Man and Star-Lord as, like, the two main voices, like,
Yes.
Chris Pratt and Tom Holland. And so I kind of like
true.
that Inside Out didn't go for, like, the super mega.
Yeah, I prefer that as well.
I
Also-
haven't seen their new movie yet.
Onward doesn't look very good to me. What do you think?
It's not out yet.
Oh, it's not out. Oh, okay.
I'd like to know more about, like, what it's about, but no, it's not catching my eye. Other than I do like both those voice actors, but
To me, it looks like a DreamWorks movie instead of a Pixar movie.
a little bit. Well, I mean, Pixar's definitely fallen off a notch.
Well, it's because they took most of the talent and moved it towards the Disney side.
Yeah.
So we have a spammer right now.
Mm-mm.
Although I do like his name. He's a lensman. It's a series of classic sci-fi novels. It's those fog monsters.
Wow, that is pretty offensive.
What was it?
It
Something
was
bad?
a racist YouTube video.
Yikes.
Oh, really?
Wow. Thank you for taking care of that.
Yeah.
Gonna miss that guy. Not gonna miss him.
Just blew his chance.
It's probably just a bot.
I'm sure it was.
I like how Gemma will automatically heal me with herbs.
Yeah, I heard
Finds-
that there's a Simpsons short in front of Onward, which is weird.
What? Oh, because
Really?
Disney owns
They
Fox
own Fox?
properties now. Yeah, wow.
Disney owns everything.
Yeah, it's good and bad. I think long term it's going to be bad. For the Marvel movies, it's going to be good. But
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that won't have gotten made if they hadn't
Inside Out
stepped
thought
in.
bubbles.
well, somebody
Yep,
else
that's the
pointed
one.
out Disney likes to put things in the vault and just not make them available for sale anymore. Like, and apparently they're
think-
already doing that with some Fox.
I don't think they're going to
properties.
be doing that because they
I
have
heard
Disney
they will.
Plus.
But you're right, they shouldn't. But
Disney does own you, tech guy. You just don't realize.
hey, Pitfall Harry and Crow.
Pitfall's been really mean to me the last couple days. Don't
Are
let
you
him
serious?
monkey.
Savage.
What do you
don't
do
play
this-
favorites here, Tyler?
Well, he doesn't like Pops. He likes his stupid Mega Construct toys. And so we always fight about toys. And then I forgot what else we fought about, but we fought about something else too.
Are you for?
He's been mean to me.
Don't let him bully you, Tyler.
Yeah.
Stand up for your toys.
Look, now it's raining. These weather effects and stuff, they're charming. It's so neat to see the lo-fi version of the game.
But he did make a really funny joke about Geppetto from Pinocchio, so he does get credit for that.
Hey. Is it something we would want to hear on the stream, or...
Nope.
Okay, never mind then.
A little adult oriented.
Just a little bit.
Gotcha.
So, guys, one thing is I talked about how I've been playing Dragon Quest of the Stars lately, but I'm still trying to play Mario Kart Tour, which is the mobile game that I've been into ever since it came out. And I really, really like Mario Kart Tour, although, like, every week or two you run out of things to do and you have to wait before they add more things to do again.
Oh, jeez.
But, yeah, it's hard to play two different free-to-play games every day, you know, like trying to keep up with them. So I still fear I'm going to have to give up Mario Kart eventually, but so far so good.
Hey, congratulations, Sage.
Yay!
Got Sage.
The
Sage
winner
won.
is her.
Good, it wasn't Pitfall.
Oh, Tyler.
He's mean.
It's that mean bird again. Oh, look at Gemma hanging off. Her arms aren't even up. They could have at least given her a different sprite for this part. This is the kind of thing where in a real Super Nintendo game, Square Enix probably would have redrawn the sprite. But for this particular, it's like a bonus added feature to this game, so they didn't quite go the extra mile there. You're right, she is too needy. She needs to save herself.
Chicago's even more heartless than I am.
Gosh. Hey, I like that sound. Thank you for the subscription, Pitfall Harry. Very awesome of you, dude. Now that he's subscribed, let's go back and change who gets that code, alright? Just kidding.
He's trying to butter you up so that you look like mine instead of mine.
Oh. Tyler, I'm sorry to say this, but now that he's subscribing, I have to agree with him that pops suck. Just kidding.
No, pops are great.
No, I agree, they are.
His stupid Ghostbuster toys are dumb.
Wow.
There's Ghostbuster Pops.
Ooh.
Yes, there are. I have some of them.
Yeah, India has all the ones from the 2016 movie that.
It's like, isn't
fared
there a
so well.
Slimer Pop? I remember seeing that.
Isn't it hideous looking? I seem to remember an ugly Slimer Pop.
I don't know.
I think the Slimer Pops are okay. The older one looks a little weird. The new one
That's
has hot
probably-
dog in his mouth. It looks cool.
I'm probably thinking of the old one. And by the way, the scene here has parallax scrolling. They've got clouds scrolling by, and it creates a nice sense of depth.
Yeah. I have a Boo amiibo, and it glows in the dark. It's very cool.
Boo from Mario?
Mario, yeah.
Neat. I don't have even one amiibo yet, but if they make Dragon Quest amiibos, I will have to get those.
I think they did. Oh no, they had Monster Hunter amiibos, not Dragon Quest.
Yeah, Tyler, if one ever comes out, you'll have to tell me, because I may not pick up on it. Although
Of
the
what?
Dragon Quest Facebook groups I'm in would probably tell me, but just in
Dragon
case.
Quest of Pops?
Yeah, because they've got the Smash Brothers guy now, Dragon Quest Heroes and Smash Brothers.
Oh,
And
yeah. Yeah, no, it definitely could happen. And yeah, like
Dragon Quest
like,
amiibo?
Brian said, they
Maybe.
do have Monster Hunter ones. Like, there's definitely a lot of Capcom lines that have Pops. So
Yeah, maybe they will make a Dragon Quest amiibo. I
there's
don't know.
amiibo ones as well.
They need to. I want to see this.
I have the Shovel Knight ones. Those are kind of rare, actually.
So, do amiibos do anything?
Shovel Knight.
Depends
Oh,
on the
the
games.
amiibo?
Yeah, I have the amiibo and the Treasure Knight, King Knight, and
Yeah, that one's
Blade Knight?
cool. I have them all too. They're
I
but-
pre-ordered that, and it took forever.
Yeah, well, they delayed it like 20 times. They just wanted it to launch to the final game.
I know.
And
See you, Tech Guy.
We'll miss you, Tech Guy. Thanks for joining us. It's always good to see you. We appreciate the good vibes. So, Agent Sage says the Monster Hunter amiibos only came out in Japan, although, of course, you can import them, I'm sure. Or you could right when they came out. So, but what do they unlock in games? Like, what's a game I can unlock some stuff in? Like Mario Kart? Can I unlock anything in Mario Kart?
unlock what?
With amiibos. That's what somebody said, you can use them to unlock amiibos.
You can, in Breath of the Wild, you can get, once a day,
Skins?
you can get a treasure chest that could have some seriously good equipment in it. It could also have garbage in it. Yeah, in Smash they sort fight, some fight data. Mario Kart is skins. Okay, I've not tried it with Mario Kart. Like the Mario Party games, you get to
Look,
play
Granny,
with
it's the
certain
guy whose
players.
hat I wear in the stars.
Mm-hmm.
And he turns around to face you in different directions. There, he's funny looking in this. This guy here who wears like bondage gear, he's in a whole lot of the Dragon Quest games. He's funny. And you can get his outfit in Dragon Quest of the Stars on mobile.
Yeah, he looks like total.
So, you can... What skins can I unlock? Does it matter which amiibos I have, or just does every amiibo unlock a skin? Like, how does this work, guys?
Amiibos are
Depends.
not really worth it for games for the most part,
No,
No,
they're,
I
just,
want more skins.
they're nice
Yeah,
figures.
but they're cool figures to collect.
I collect them as figures. I don't really use them.
They were useful for some game. I don't remember that actually unlocked some cool stuff.
I
know-
also have some of the Breath of the Wild amiibos, like the ancient mechanical thing, the huge one. I have that one.
Oh yeah, the Guardian.
Yeah.
I had that
Whoa.
for a while, but I sold it because it got too high in value. It was like staring at it. It was like, show me, so I sold it. Yeah, that was gigantic.
You punished it for increasing its value.
But I think I have Archer Link, or Rider Link. I can't remember. I have one of those, but I don't have any of the Guardians or any of the champions or whatever.
One of the champions. I'm kicking myself for not getting all of them because they
shot up in price too.
They
They haven't had a
price.
reprint yet, so.
Found my way to the church.
I expect they'll get a reprint with Breath of the Wild 2. Or whatever it's called.
Gonna go ahead and save. So that's interesting. I do want a Sonic costume. What's the Sonic costume for that Chicago said? So I can even tell that I'm in 2D mode on my save file. It says 2D right there. I think I'll probably revert back to 3D and just like start over from the beginning because I didn't get that far into it and I can just skip past the cinematics. That's interesting. Should I get Animal Crossing, Tyler? I know you like Animal Crossing.
I played the hell out of the GameCube, but no. I mean, you have enough games to play.
I already
But did
pre-ordered
you-
it.
And
I mean,
it's
I know
definitely a game like you need to put a lot of hours into.
That's true. There's somebody here who would probably enjoy it if she would actually, take the time to play stuff.
I adored the 3DS Animal Crossing game, New Leaf. I bought 2 copies of it, one for myself and one for my wife.
Wow.
Nice.
Well, didn't they say you can only have one save file on a console, period, for Animal Crossing? Like, it's
You can
Yeah,
only have
something about
one
shared
island.
islands on consoles.
Yeah, it used to be the same way for the GameCube one. You could only have one town unless you had another game, save card, because it took up the whole card.
But a memory card is one thing, but like console, you
I know,
can't.
but there's no memory cards anymore.
But it's just a dumb restriction. Well, like each profile should be able to have its own save file, right? I mean,
They haven't really done
think.
that in the past traditionally, so.
Well, on GameCube, you could have your own towns. I mean, I made a bunch of.
But you had to have separate memory cards.
You're right. You did it. No, I take that back. I absolutely had to swap memory cards. You're right.
Yep. So for this one, my wife has her own Switch, so it's not a big deal. We
But
just
yeah, it's a
swap the
ridiculous
card.
for 2020. It's a ridiculous restriction.
It is silly.
very Nintendo, though. Very Nintendo.
Yes, very.
So here I am. She's telling me that I'm actually the descendant of the hero of the
Yeah,
Luminary. Yeah.
I want the Animal Crossing Switch as well, but it's not worth the
Yeah.
money.
Isn't there a nice bundle for it?
It is. It's $300. Or yeah, it's the standard $299. You get the game as well, but
So if you didn't have a Switch yet, it would be a really good value.
correct. But I have 2 of them, so.
Right.
And it's
For
the
people
new
who
one
don't.
that has longer battery life.
Yeah, which also my Dragon Quest Switch is. I'm too confused by everything I've learned.
I don't think you can axe murder their villagers, but you can go to their island, Chicago.
That's something. Oh, there's nothing of interest in the dresser. Did he wake up in the middle of the night in the 3D version? I don't remember this part.
Yes.
Okay, my bad. I'm so distracted by the whole stream and everything. Oh,
Good grief.
breaking all of my mom's pots. Sorry, Mom. Checking the drawers. Nothing of interest. All
Oh,
right,
the
now
US
we're
version does not have the game. Oh, well, then it's definitely not worth it.
Oh,
So it's supposed to go out at night.
That light blue bundle thingy doesn't come with the game.
That is so stupid.
Yeah, it's annoying. But
Which bundle?
there's an Animal Crossing bundle or a Animal Crossing special Switch coming out.
Oh. Wait, so there's one with the game and one without?
No, just doesn't have the game.
Apparently, the US version doesn't come with the game.
Oh.
The
Wow, that's a real
one,
shame.
The Japanese one does.
Man, they got lucky.
Yeah, Sage likes the Switch, but she's just a dumb weeb who likes cutesy stuff.
That's cold. We don't talk about our contest winners that way, Tyler.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the
That's
Yeah,
UK
but
cool.
there's,
version has
there's
the
really
game.
nothing
too.
positive to say about Sage, so.
Wow, so mean.
Some things never change. I always imagine we'd spend our whole lives together right here in Cobblestone. Oh, she wanted to grow up.
She
in
started
Maine.
it.
Did she? Look at that
Yeah,
look she's
she-
giving you.
She gave me the F word, remember earlier.
She may have done.
Friend?
I get my meanness from Pitfall. He's the one who taught me to be mean.
Oh.
I had to defend myself from that bullying, so now I'm a bully too.
Now you guys are friends.
Blame it on someone else, Tyler. Jeez.
The luminary turned into a star and he'd been watching over. Yeah, I remember this part from the 3D version now. That's his star right there. You can't even see the star in this version, in the 2D. So, is she not coming with me? Did anyone notice that? Like, Wolfblade, does Gemma not come with the hero? Why
Well,
doesn't
she
Freya-
ran off in tears, so, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, it seems kind of unlikely that she goes with him. No one's ever innocent. Oh, she doesn't come with us. Is she one of the people you can marry later in the game? Wolfblade, you could tell us. I think Dragon Quest games often allow you to choose a spouse. We got this nice peppy music
Getting
going.
a little real life there.
I've
It's
never
time to
heard
go.
of a movie called Snitch. Have you guys heard of a movie called Snitch?
I've heard of Snatch. That's a good movie.
Yeah, me too. I like Snatch, but I never heard of Snitch.
So, everybody, we've been playing Dragon Quest 11S for the Nintendo Switch. It's like an enhanced version of Dragon Quest 11, which is also on PlayStation 4 and Steam. Really, really great JRPG. I've been super loving my time with it, even though I'm not like focusing on the story as much as I would if I was playing by myself. But I'm happy that I recently got a good deal on this at Target. It's on sale online until the end of tomorrow, so consider buying it.
In-store
Yes.
pickup only, though.
Yeah, in-store pickup only, and it also does go on sale. I mean, the Switch version I haven't seen on sale digitally yet, but the PlayStation 4 and Steam versions do go on sale regularly, and the Steam version might still be on sale for half off. It was a couple days ago.
It still is.
Excellent. So, yeah, if you're a computer user, you might want to get the best-looking version. That would be the Steam version, so you could get that and pimp it out. So, it has been super fun hanging out with Tyler and Brian. Thank you, guys.
Pleasure to be here.
Yeah.
Then we have...
Awesome, as always.
Yay! We've got quiet BrandyKatz.
Thank you.
Yay! Icky running the contest like a boss. Yes, the Switch version does have the orchestral music, although there is a mod for the Steam version to add in the orchestral music. PlayStation 4 version, there's no way to play with that. But the regular music is good too. You know, I've played the PS4 version a little bit, so thanks everybody. Dragon Quest is my favorite series. I highly recommend you check it out. We'll see you next week. I love you guys. See you next week, and remember, don't hate, appreciate it.
Have a good one.
See you guys.
Later.
Tyler's a dirty SOB.
I didn't do anything. Paul started it.
Oh yeah, I started it.
I started it with Snitch because it is a real movie.
If you say so.
It has The Rock in it.
Sure.
You know it's good. You know it's good if it has The Rock.
The Rock is actually like a really charismatic, fun actor. In bad movies, like he accepts and stars in bad movies. It's a real shame because if he would only work with good directors, then he'd be like the new Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know, because Schwarzenegger was in some bad movies, but he was in a ton of good ones. And The Rock can't say that. He's only been in
Yeah, you can get up to at least like Terry Crews level where like he's actually doing some moderately good stuff.